In this lesson, we are going to learn about capacitors. Okay, you already must be knowing about it. You must have learned about these in your junior college or maybe in your school, but we need to review this so that we can understand our AC concepts better. Okay, so we are going to simply review and revise the concepts that we may already be knowing. Okay, so over here my capacitor is something that allows me to harness electrical energy. Okay, so it allows me to store charge. Okay, this stored charge can then be used to do some useful work. Okay, so let's see what is happening in a capacitor. Capacitor is basically a set of conductors which are separated by insulator. Okay, so you have, let's just say, metallic sheets over here. These two are two metallic sheets which are held parallel to each other, and the region between these two metallic sheets is basically filled with a insulator or a dielectric. Okay, dielectric is simply a insulator, but we use the term dielectric. Okay, so this dielectric could be air, it could be wood, it could be mica, or it could be a synthetic dielectric as well. Okay, depending upon what we have as dielectric over here, the capacitance of this capacitor is determined. Okay, so the capacitance of a capacitor is dependent on what is we use as our dielectric. Okay, over here I have a capacitor in which we are using the air as dielectric. Okay, so these are my two parallel set of conductors or metallic plates, and the region between them is comprising of air. And let's just say at a particular instant I have the current which is flowing like this. Okay, so current is flowing from up towards downward direction. Okay, so if current is flowing like this, then we know my electrons flow in the direction opposite to the current. Therefore my electrons are flowing in this direction, right? So basically your electrons are flowing like this. Okay, now this is a metallic plate, this is a conductor, but the region between these two metallic plates is an insulator. Okay, so your electron is coming in like this, but this region is an insulator, therefore it cannot pass or it cannot travel in this region. Okay, therefore electron tends to accumulate. Okay, so your electron or your charge, it gets accumulated on the lower plate. Okay, electron is a negatively charged particle, therefore your lower plate is going to have, let's say, a charge of minus Q. Okay, now since this lower plate is negatively charged, now this causes a electric field to develop. Okay, electric field is from positive to negative direction. Okay, this is your negatively charged plate, therefore your electric field is going to be like this. Okay, so in the region between the two metallic plates you have now a electric field. Okay, this electric field, it causes the electrons which is present in this conductor or metallic plate to be repelled. Okay, so your electrons which are present in this particular conductor, they basically get repelled and they move out of the metallic plate via this wire. Okay, so your electrons which are over here, they basically simply are lost and they move in this direction. Okay, so this particular plate, it is gaining electrons